Hey there everybody, in this video I'm going to give you my quick first impressions with Robinhood Gold, what they have to offer, and what you could be looking forward to. I'll give a follow-up review here after my first 30-day free trial to see if I recommend paying the $5 a month for this service or not. With that being said, let's get into this video. Alright, so we're jumping into Robinhood here real quick. So this is my Robinhood profile, and you can see the first thing right off the bat that my buying power is a lot higher right now. So if we actually look into it, I only have $450 cash left in ability to invest in the stocks, but I have a $9,590 margin available. Now you do not have to use the margin, but they offer you margin for having Robinhood Gold. Margin is money that is not yours, that is Robinhood's, and they will lend it to you to invest. And we'll go into that a little bit more here in this video. So let's go through this first tour of the new features in Robinhood Gold that they offer as soon as you upgrade. So let's hit learn more. So what is Robinhood Gold? Robinhood Gold is a suite of powerful tools, data, and strategies to supercharge your Robinhood account. With Gold, you get access to 4 premium features: bigger instant deposits, professional research from MorningStar, level 2 market data from NASDAQ, and access to investing on margin. You can try this for free for the first 30 days, which is what I'm doing right now. And you can sign up anytime from your account in settings. So how much does Robinhood Gold cost? For $5 a month, you get access to premium features, and your first $1,000 of margin is included. So as I was saying a little bit earlier, margin is money that is not yours, it's money that is theirs, and they're lending it to you. So let's keep reading here. After your free trial ends, you'll be charged $5 every 30 days at the beginning of each billing cycle. If you use more than $1,000 of margin, you'll pay 5% yearly interest on the amount you use above $1,000. Your interest is calculated daily and charged to your account at the end of each billing cycle. So they will not be charging you interest if you don't put the margin in. If you go over the $1,000 of margin that they give you, they will be charging you interest on it. It's only 5%, and it's only charged while their money is in the market. So we can keep reading about margin a little bit, but the main thing about it is that margin is for everybody, but do take precaution. If the market goes down, you're going to have to pay that money back to Robinhood. So let's keep going here. So as stated before, Robinhood is a free trading service, so you don't have to worry about that. You can always downgrade under account settings, tap downgrade, and you'll immediately lose the premium features, and you'll be charged any interest on the margin that you have out in your last billing cycle. So let's go over to the research. What is MorningStar? MorningStar is an independent individual research company with a dedicated team of investing professionals, research companies, and their stocks. MorningStar publishes their findings and analysis in an easy to digestible format for investors at all experience levels. We partner with MorningStar to provide Robinhood Gold members with unlimited access to their premium in-depth stock research reports. Their reports are available on 1,700 stocks and are updated frequently to reflect important company events. Each report covers professional analysis and ratings on the company's business strategies, economic mode, and fair value, market value, risk, and leadership. You can read these reports to learn what professionals think about a company's outlook and make more informed investment decisions. How often a new report is published? Typically, new reports are published near earnings reports and when major events in the companies happen. How do I access these reports? Morningstar ratings and downloads the full reports from the stock page in the app on the website. We've even built a reader to make it a little bit easier to read reports on your phone. So that's really cool. So all you have to do is go to the stock page, click on it, scroll down. Under the current news, if there's any current news for the stock that you're looking to invest in, you'll have the MorningStar research. They'll give you a rating, they'll give a fair value, and they'll give any news about that stock that would be relevant for an investor. But don't just go off of what these investors say. Make sure you do your more due diligence if you decide to do long-term investing. But in the current market that we're in now, it's a rally right now, but it could go bear really quickly. So we don't know if it's going to stay bull or bear, but in this current market, like I was saying a little bit earlier, you should really be thinking about investing right now. You have the airlines, the cruise lines that are still going to be backed by the government and that the government will not let fail. Boeing is still over 40% down or so that's another stock to be looking into. The next feature Excuse me. The next feature is the bigger instant deposit. Why are instant deposit transfers useful? With Robinhood Gold, you get a larger instant deposit amount so you can use your money immediately instead of waiting 3 business days for your funds to clear. If you see an opportunity in the market, you can invest by increasing your buying power right away. So this is actually something really great to hear for me personally, because I'll decide to come in and out of the market sometimes with my own cash. And for me personally, my bank takes a little bit longer for some reason, and it takes 3 to 5 days, so I might not get the money in there for about a week. So normally, a person with the free Robinhood account gets $1,000 instant deposit limit. But if we go down here a little bit more, it says 50K instant deposit limit if your portfolio is worth $50,000, 25K if your portfolio is worth 25, 10 if your portfolio is worth 10, and 5 for every other user. So if you do not even have over $10,000, if you have $2,000, you'll get a 5K instant deposit bonus, instant deposit limit instead of just the $1,000. So if you see something that strikes your interest and that you want to get invested into, you can get access to your funds early and be able to get into those instead of waiting for your bank to get that done. So that's about it for that one. So let's go into the margin. So I'll make a video on margin itself explaining what it actually is, but for basic terms, as I was saying a little bit earlier, margin isn't yours, it's Robinhood's money, and you're using their money to invest. They'll give you a margin maintenance fee. So depending on the stock that you pick, there'll be a different amount of margin that they'll allow you to invest depending on the riskiness of that stock. So for the example, airline stocks are low risk stocks because they're backed by the government. They're always going to be in demand and we're always going to need them. So with that being said, they give you a higher amount of margin, so a higher amount of money that you're allowed to put in there that is not yours, and the margin maintenance fee is lower. So for example, they might give you $9,000 in margin that you can invest into one of the airlines, and then the margin maintenance fee will be $5,000. They won't do a margin call until it gets down to $5,000. But this margin maintenance fee changes throughout the day. So it can be higher or lower on Monday or to Tuesday, depending on how Robinhood is feeling about the riskiness of that stock. So always keep that in mind. Margin is a little bit dangerous if you don't know what you're doing or stocks go down, because you will have to pay it back. So you might have to sell some of your own stocks to pay it back, or you might have to invest more money, you take some more money out of your bank account and give it to Robinhood to cover that margin. So let's go over the last thing here, which is level 2 market data. So since it's a little bit later, I'm not going to actually be able to show you this because this is only during live trade time. Essentially, it's Robinhood partnering with Nasdaq's Total View, giving you the ability to see the asking price and the bid price for each one of the stocks and how they're trading. So you'll be able to see what people are asking to buy the stock for and what people are wanting to sell the stock for, and that can give you a better idea of what the actual prices are going on in the market instead of just looking at the 1 minute delay on what stocks are actually trading for. So that's a quick tip for that. It's actually really helpful. I've used it a couple times and it helps me make better investment decisions. So instead of just hitting buy now and just taking the most current, the most current bid price or the most current selling price, I can make a better idea, set a limit order, and be able to get the stock for a little bit cheaper than I would buying it just with the next current selling price. So let's get out of this real quick so we got a good idea of that. Here's my stock portfolio. I think I might make a video going over my personal stock portfolio, how much I've been going up, what I started investing with and how I've been growing with it, and how I've been investing my money. If you guys would like to see that, leave a comment down below. I might just do it. I think it's really kind of fun watching these types of videos, seeing how people have increased their portfolios as the times have been going on with with everything that's been going on, especially seeing some of the gains that some people have got. So let's go into one of these features. So let's go into American Airlines. That's been some hot news recently. We saw earlier today that they were up 30% in after the pre-market. They ended up lowering out to 11% today, but that's still insanely good. But anyway, so let's scroll down here. We have the normal news. This is the type of stuff that you normally get, but then if we go a little bit lower, we'll have the MorningStar news or research report that they were talking about. So we can see that the MorningStar rating for the stock is 3 out of 5. They have an economic moat. They don't have any, but the fair value, what they're expecting, what is fair for this stock right now in the current situations is 1570. So right now we see that American Airlines is 1909. So they're predicting that it's overvalued and it might have a pullback later in the future. So keep that out there. Excuse me. And yeah, so there's that. And then if you want to get to that level 2 market data, you have this little arrow part that's right next to the price. You'll click on that. It won't come up for me right now because it's a little bit later, but you'll be able to see the order book. And right here it says the order book is empty because this is not a live trading session right now. So that is everything, and that's going to be my first overview there. But I want to give you one more quick glance at margin here. So we're going to go under investing here. I have $13,000 in stocks, $450 in cash, and we'll see that I have $10,041 in buying power. I said that a little bit earlier. It's different for everybody depending on your trading history and the risks and the type of stocks that you're in. So if I'm in more safer stocks in analysts' eyes, more like airlines, oil's a little bit risky sometimes, but the more necessity stocks, and I'm not in many of the super outlanders, like high risk stocks right now. So let's look into this here. I'm going to give you a quick little glimpse at this. So my margin health, right? This changes every single day. It depends on what they're willing to let you use to trade. So as I was saying earlier, so the margin maintenance, so I have $9,000 I'm able to spend here. Excuse me. I have $9,000 I'm able to spend of their money, but if it goes below that margin maintenance, then they're going to call their margin back. So they're going to take that money that I'm borrowing from them back, and if I don't have enough to pay for it, I'm going to sell stocks or reinvest or retake money out of my bank account to pay that off. In addition to that, it's different for each type of stock. So as I was saying earlier, if we look at American Airlines, we look at margin available down here, and they're willing to give me $8,965 of margin, and then I'll have to have a 45% maintenance. So I have to have 45% of that at a minimum to not have a margin call. They'll give you margin warnings to let you know that, hey, you got to put some money in there, you got to sell some stock to not go below that 45%. So to give you more of a risky one here, let's look at Ivor, Investco Mortgage Capital. If we scroll down here, we'll see that my buying power is only $5,000, and they're going to have a maintenance requirement of 100%. So that's meaning I can't go below that $5,020 because this is a very highly volatile stock. So they try to look at the way their analysts look at these stocks and to ensure that they're not going to get screwed over in the end too, and to help you not get screwed over as well. So that's my first impression here with Robinhood Gold. I'll be making a video here soon about my investing and how it's been going, and to give that update. I always think those videos are really fun. I'll be making a follow-up video of how I've enjoyed Robinhood Gold, if it's helped me with my personal investing after my 30-day free trial. But here's a quick little first view of what Robinhood Gold pertains of. Robinhood's a great place to get started. Sometimes it crashes, like this morning. It was kind of crazy. It ended up crashing because there's so much trading volume, but it's a free stock for $5 a month. It beats a lot of what a lot of other companies offer, and it's just so much easier for people to get their feet wet and start investing. So that being said, as I said before, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, share with friends and family, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks. See ya.